Welcome to Take It from the Iron Woman. My name is Susanne Mueller, your host and the Iron Woman. This podcast is about empowering yourself and others to make real changes in the world. You will hear from everyday, smart, sophisticated, hip people like you and me. Not everybody has to be an Iron Woman to impress the world. Together, we will learn from the sports and business leaders how you can become a more successful person as an entrepreneur or a leader. It's one step at a time, one day at a time. Take your steps now. Take your big steps now. Join me on this journey to success. Take it from the Iron Woman. The next few episodes, we have many stories of marathon runners or just runners. It can be runners with 200 plus marathons or people who are training for a marathon. Anybody can be on those episodes. If those episodes speak to you, please reach out to me and we can record your experience as a runner. Here is my story. I'm not a person who ran 2 hour and 30 marathon, but I have become a runner since many years. I moved to New York and basically I gave up skiing for the running. I live close to Central Park and that became my new home. I started out with 1.5 miles. I didn't know if I could complete it. Then I did twice 1.5 miles. That's around the Jackie Kennedy Onassis Reservoir. A very nice place to run. We see it in many movies. This was my start. I didn't know if I could do it, but since I felt like I was a skier, I think running just came naturally. It was just a little harder for me to go skiing, and also I have to say it was too cold for me. And everybody is making fun of me. Hey, you're from Switzerland. It must be very cold. Well, but if I don't feel my toes and my fingers, skiing is no fun. Actually, running is much more fun. You get warm. You see how much of a distance you already ran. So this was my new hobby, arriving in New York City. In my episodes, I want to hear from people, everyday people, from a 2:30 marathon or to a 6 or even more hour marathon. Everybody covers the same distance. Remember, we all start at the same place, we end at the same place. And I remember in one of my New York City marathons, when I was able to start up front with the local women elites, I felt super special. This was a big moment for me. So let's talk about the training, because we don't go from zero to a marathon. I would never do that. I would not recommend that. I would say the training is one thing. When we see how far we can go, each week we add more miles, and then maybe also we take some weeks where we have less miles. It's about resting. It's about resting your body and refueling those muscles, being happy that we're in one piece. I would say the easiest is the signing up for a race, any race, even a marathon or the Ironman. The signing up is these days with just showing up, probably online. It's the euphoria. You give your credit card, you put in your numbers, your details, and voila, you're in. So, and then what is the hardest? Guess what? I think for me, the hardest is probably 1 month before the race, before the New York City Marathon. It's coming probably in October. So what I do is I buy new shoes. That's always a good moment to buy new shoes. You want to break them in. You don't want to buy new shoes the day before or the day of the marathon. Or then I also treat myself to buy a new shirt or a new jacket, new sunglasses. I need to reward myself. This is my reward for all the many hours that I'm training. And then the rest. Well, before the marathon, you want to give your body a rest. Typically 10 days before you rest up. This is a tough period because you're so used to running every other day, running every day, and all of a sudden you have so much time. What to do? Watching TV, cleaning the apartment, writing emails, meeting friends. Well, but you need to rest up. And then the marathon in itself, well, you can hear those stories from my guests on my episodes. What I like is the runner's high. What is the runner's high? Obviously, when you have completed 26.2 miles, you're in a different state of mind. You can conquer the world, you're almost floating. At least that's how I feel. It's just the best feeling you can get. I remember one time I had a friend on the sidelines and he was talking to me like while I was running. He was trying to pace me a little bit. And then I said to him, I'm sorry, I cannot talk now. So if you have been in your own world for 3, 4 hours, it's hard to talk to the people on the lines. It's just not possible. So then that runner's high is what we want. We get the medal, we want peace, we finished, it's over. What a feeling. Then going out, having a dinner with a glass of wine, I think that's the best reward for myself. Well, then, one day or 2 days after, it's always the funniest to see in New York City. Some people going down the staircase in the subway, you're like, why do they go sideways? Or why does it take them so long? Why does it take me so long? Oops, I just ran a marathon. Yes, the legs are tired, they are sore, sometimes they hurt a little bit, but I guess it's one step at a time after the marathon. And also, now we can rest up. Well, now we want to hear from other people. We all have good stories, training stories, marathon stories. We made friends. The sport unites us. We want to keep fit. We want to keep healthy. We want to be part of it. Take it from the Iron Woman. Many marathon stories will be coming up. Thank you for listening. And remember, every Monday we have a new episode. Chime in, leave a comment, be part of our journey. Thank you.